They called it, professionals and amateurs, and I shot, of course, in the pro division. But you shot limited first, and then in the morning, and then the afternoon match was the open match. And I actually shot. I was one of the only guys that did that. My limited gun just in open class, and everybody else was shooting the open guns. And there was one time that I actually won the open match shooting a limited gun. I think that was back in 2009, but that was. I almost gotta say forgot about that. That would have been right up there as far as maybe even number one on as far as like difficulty level sort of thing I'm proud of. So yeah.
In the modern times, obviously, our optics are there forever since we're kids. But now we see more and more, especially in any community, self-defense community and this and that. There is no question that it's easier to acquire a sight on an optic than iron sights. But you really don't mind, right? You really don't care.
Yeah, I mean, optics, and I have nothing against optics. I've shot optic guns way before, and I have had them way before they were super all the rage like they are now in the last 5 to 7 years. And it's just, overall, it's an advantage, especially like in the matches and stuff, for sure. I'm not going to say anything against that, but there are some disadvantages. I think some people don't want to admit that there are any disadvantages, and there still are. I guess I just still prefer irons overall for most of the stuff that I do, and I could talk about that stuff forever. But I mean, once you get the gun up there and you got the dot, everything's going to be easy, like distance, more bullseye, par time, B8 targets, all this stuff, passing quals. It's all going to be easier with a dot. It's just some of that faster, faster shooting on full-size targets, 5 to 7 yards out there, kind of where just something I like about irons that is just a little more natural with that. Yeah. And I can kind of if it's not broke, don't fix it. I think people are no offense to anybody, people are very trendy, and so it's just like when people start doing this, enough people start doing this, and everybody and their brother's going to do it. Yeah. And I get it, but it doesn't necessarily always mean that this other way is totally, wrong or bad or anything like that. So I've just not really been one to follow the trends as much as a lot of other people. I kind of do what I want to do, but I have a logical, rational reason for it. I don't feel like I'm holding on to anything that's not legitimate.